Good evening. Today here we have with us Atash, founder Yorkish. Thank you for joining us today for this interview, sir. We'll be
Thank
asking
you
few
for having me
questions.
on for this interview.
We'll be asking few questions, by the end of which our budding entrepreneurs will be inspired. So,
Okay.
sir, why Yorkish and how and when was this company started?
Well, Yorkish is an open artist collective. It's an art
Okay.
community and a production house. And we started about 2 years back, 2020 to be precise, early
Okay.
2019 and 2020, end of 2019 and 2020. And what was the question again? How did it start? Is it?
Yeah.
Right. When I say it's an open artist collective, back when I was in college in my final year, I had a lot of artist friends of mine who are really good at their artwork, who are very talented, but they were
Okay.
unable to sell their art because creativity and business are two different entities. And these guys were creative professionals who were unable to thrive in the business world. And I saw the opportunity where I could help them in setting up their business for them
Okay.
and bringing the community together. And one of the other reason was this was during the COVID times when, of course, like most of the industries took a hit, but majorly the art community who were dependent on like flea markets and events and gigs uh, couldn't sell themselves. So basically, the idea was we got from the starving artists helping them. Also, we started it out because we had the notion where we wanted to bring the true value for art. In today's world, we can see art is not given the importance it needs. Science and commerce has always been preferred over arts, and we wanted to change that notion. In fact, arts is considered as one of the most non-essential jobs in the world. We wanted to disrupt that ideology.
Okay.
So that's how Neokish was formed.
Okay. So, what does the word Yorkish mean?
Well, Neokish, well, let me break it down. Kish is something that has to do with the culture, and Kish it derives from a German word, basically an art that is of sentimental value to you, which is not which is ironically appreciated but doesn't hold any value as such, right? Now, neo means modern, new.
Okay.
So by neokish, we mean that we are breaking that entire concept of that art is trashy but is of sentimental value. So modern uh, kish, which means we are bringing value to that art itself. So that's how we arrived at the term neokish.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir. I'll go with my question.
Good
That is,
evening,
did you have any struggles or failures while the process?
Oh, for sure. We had a lot, in fact. Firstly, we had trouble with uh, letting our artists being taken seriously in a world where business is taken seriously, right? And art is something that is it does not have a tangible value. It differs from person to person. Like Da Vinci's Mona Lisa has its like value in millions, but whereas equally good art or someone who's doing better than that is selling it for a meager amount, where he's doing it for his bread and butter, right? So it depends on where you're selling it, how you're selling it. So our biggest struggle was in finding the market that values and pays for the art that our artists are doing, right? So we had to bridge the gap between the clients and the artists. So initially, the struggles were to monetize uh, the business for our artists. So we had a few trial and error flea markets and events and all that, but eventually we got to know how to go about it.
Yes, sir.
And
Okay,
some of the
so
other struggles, sorry,
no, yeah,
you
go on, sir.
were saying?
No, go on, sir. Go
Go on.
on.
And when I say struggles, it's mostly about when it comes to art, uh, artists are recognized only once they have hit the success, right? Nobody appreciates the journey. So to get the artist to that level where he is recognized for his work was struggle for us. That initial phase.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So what were your success and strategies, sir, for all this?
Right. Our success stories were in the initial days. We just went cold calling to a lot of venues and a lot of cafes and restaurants and pubs where we help them to, you know, overcome their marketing strategies through our artists' artworks, right? So because even they had taken a hit after COVID, and once the lockdowns were lifted, and even they were trying to come back into the market and attract more crowd. That's where we pitched in the idea of having our artists do their performances or showcases and get more clientele for them through which we could monetize our businesses for our artists as well. So events and flea markets, and we started clubbing a lot of other strategies to we started combining the strategies of different artists coming together and promoting venues and other business entities. So that was our initial strategy.
Okay, sir. Uh, does the company have any mission or a vision? What's the mission of your company? Mission and vision.
Our mission, yeah, uh, our vision is to disrupt the idea of art being a non-essential job, bringing about the community together and doing art for a cause and bringing about change in society as a whole. And our mission is to get the artists together and create world-class experience through art and drive a social cause. It could be any social cause for that matter.
So what is the
Yeah.
brand value and uniqueness of your company, sir?
Well, uniqueness and brand value of a company, right? Even now, today, we'll find a lot of talent agencies or ad agencies which hire artists, and mostly this art community is one of the most exploited communities where they extract work from artists and they take high commission charges and they take good uh, fees from their clients, but it doesn't reach to the artist, right? But whereas Neokish is breaking that barrier, where we let the art, there's a lot of transparency between how we conduct our business. So the artists are given more power in Neokish. It's not client oriented; it's mostly artist oriented company. But it's also we give quality artworks to our clients. So that's where we differentiate us.
Yes. And what is the contribution to society?
I'm sorry, can you come again?
And then what is the contribution? What is the company doing for the contribution to the society?
The contribution to the society.
Yeah.
Well, we've been targeting a lot of brands to bring about. We've been helping them establish their business and improvise on their business through art and audiovisual services that we provide. And we also conduct a lot of workshops and live events and performances where it's cause driven, and we bring about awareness in societies about a lot of uh, uh, social causes. So that's our social contribution. And over the last 2 years, we have collaborated with more than 350 artists in the cities, and we are doing quite well. Most of them have started off with us and are doing quite well financially and artist art-wise too, creatively.
So what is your current position in the market, sir?
Current position, but what do you mean by current position?
Like, where do you lie in the market right now?
Well, we are relatively a very new company, and we are in the finding the leads and converting the prospects into clients phase. We have done about 10 to 15 projects so far. After we have been registered, and we are looking forward to establish ourselves as one of the biggest artist collective in India down the line in a couple of years. So yeah, a lot of work to be done. But currently uh, we have put a dent in the art community of Bangalore, I would say.
Yes, sir. And do you have any competitors in the market right now?
Um, well, I don't see much competition as such because nobody is doing what we are doing in particular, because we are we are not into a particular niche, right? Like we're into audiovisual production, artist management, and branding services, and our style is very unique. So I haven't found someone who's doing the same in the market. But of course, there are few companies and few competitors who are doing things, but not in the way we are doing. So um, mostly we are our own competitors.
So, sir, what is your future goal and what are you looking forward for, sir, for the company?
Well, moving forward, I want to, like I said earlier, I want to bring awareness. Like the company wants to bring awareness among the society regarding the whole ideology of what art can do, and that's the bottom line of it. And we want to give more power to the artists and how they have been treated in our society.
So thank you, sir, for giving us your time. It was a pleasure to have you here, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you.